Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of my modded Let's Play series. Last time we played around with the track and the signals, and we got this cart here all set up. And you might be wondering why it's standing still, and the reason for that is because it's always full. I just didn't want it to go around because I've been working on the track and so on, so I just told this cart unloader here until complete. So this one would not leave again until it would be completely empty. The reason being that this is not moving anymore is because all these batteries are full, and I'm happy to announce that these guys stop using fuel when they're full. So that is really cool. It even holds the temperature. So that is really amazing. You guys gave me some really good comments and tips and tricks on this mess right here that I had with the RedNet cable, right? And I did actually want to only use railcart to set up the signaling here, but then somehow I forgot and I decided to use the RedNet, and I'm not really sure why I did that. But today we're gonna change that, and I already set up one of them to figure out how it actually works, and I learned a lot from it. And we're gonna set up the same one over here now. Just so you guys remember, we had the problem is that when one rail cart comes into here to go over there to unload the charcoal, if another one would come right behind it, for example, to go to our storage system or something, it would crash, right? And then also I had the problem is that I measured this track right here from that lamp to this signal lamp. And then I had this RedNet contraption underneath here, and it just didn't work properly, right? Oh, I gotta make a little bit of room here for a second. And I'm gonna have to dress this up nicer later on somehow. Alright, but that's all we need right here, and let's put away these few blocks. And today we're actually going to get started on storage system, because I really need to get that done before we can continue any further, because I don't know where to put all the goodies that we're gonna get from here, right? So let's go ahead and set up the two lamps first. The first one we're gonna put here, and then the other one is over here. Let's see, and I want to do it the same way. So this one is actually right behind this intersection, which is perfect. And this one here I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sixth one. Let's do it the same way. Wait, we're doing this one. So this one actually goes right here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do it the same way, just so they're identical. And I made another crowbar, by the way. Right here, this one was just too slow, and I didn't want to enchant just a regular iron one that we made last time. So I made another, steel one, made with steel. And so this one goes right here. Let's go ahead and tie these two together. And this is only going to take a second, and it's really cool how it works. So now we also measure this one. So let's go ahead and set that one up first. And that is a signal receiver box right there. We're going to just put this down, let's say, right here. Okay. And let's tie this one together. So I'm going to check, hey, is this track free? Yes. Of course, it's not right next to this one, because we still have to put the other signal from that track over there. We will need to make sure that both of them, this track as well as this track, are free before I let this one cross over to here, right? That was the idea. So let's measure this one over here first. So let's put this one. Oop, I went the wrong way. I need you. Let's put this one right here, because that's going to be the easy one. Yeah, right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and tie this one to that one, and it's green. Okay, so this one can go and so on. But I want to replicate the signal to over there, and for that we can use a signal control box, guys. Now, I found out one thing. Check it out. When I place it right here, oh, it does not connect. Oh, it does now. Okay, it took a second. And I thought that this is gonna work when it's directly connected. And I'm gonna show you guys what it's supposed to do. And maybe second time is the second try is the charm. We want to tie this to over there, okay? So what we're gonna do first is over here. We're gonna set this one. Now this one right here, emit redstone on aspect green. So when this signal lamp is green, this one will emit the redstone signal. That's why this one gets triggered, right? And I thought it's going to work the same way for this one here. And I'm going to say default aspect, we're going to set to red. And then when I get a redstone signal, I want it to turn green, right? And then what we do is, with the same, we tie this controller box to this receiver. But you guys see it's still blinking red, or it's red, even though this one is green, right? Does that make any sense to you guys? No. But what I found out is, and I don't know what's happening, why it doesn't work this way, but it just doesn't. When I put it one away and put a redstone trail between these, and then set the same thing again, or default aspect, red and green. Okay, and now let's tie this one again. Check it out, now it's green. You guys see the redstone coming on, right? But for somehow, it doesn't power this block directly. You need to have a redstone trail between it. I don't understand why, that's just the way it is. But now check it out. When we take a railcart, and we put a railcart right here, this turned red, which turned this off, which turned this one off. Oh, bad example. Gotta finish this over here, because this is an AND gate. I forgot to do that one. That is right here. There's 3 ins and 1 out. We actually need to put a lever back here. Right there. It needs 3. For some reason, you need to have 3. And you always need to have this one on. You see, they're both green. This one is triggered. It could go. But if I place a railcart here, bam, it's off. Because it turned this one off and also this one. So it all stops. And the same is going to happen when I put the railcart here. Bada bing, bada bang. Off. So only if both of these tracks are empty, both of these are going to be green, it will let this cart go over. So that is how we set this up. It's clean. It's very easy to replicate. Kind of sucks that we have to have this one redstone trail here, but I am not sure why it does that. Do I have a... Yeah, let's try this for 1 second. I don't understand this. Like, if I put a block here and put the redstone on top. Aha! So this is it's not a strong powered signal. That's why it doesn't work. You can only power redstone with it. Aha. So that is the reason why you gotta have a redstone trailer. Interesting. Well, I learned that one. It would be nice if we could use something else, but it doesn't matter. It's working. So let's put away this stuff here real quick, and we are ready to go. So, like I said, we're gonna leave everything over here the way it is, because we gotta take care of the storage system. And I did a bunch of work between episodes here, because... Okay, here's the reasoning. I was thinking where am I going to put the storage system, right? I was thinking putting a big storage building over here. But I want to use logistics pipes, okay? And I want to keep my main house over here as my main workshop, at least for now, until maybe we go into the tech age or something. But then we might move out of the area. You know, we might live on a space station or something. I don't know yet. Whatever the future brings. So I want to be in here. But if I have my storage system over there, if I request items with logistics pipes, they're going to take forever to get there, even with the fastest pipes. And that's a waste, and I need to keep everything chunk loaded. So I said, I want to move the storage system in the basement of this, right? Well, the problem is we already have the oreberry farm down there, right? And I'll show you guys in a second what we're going to do with that. Oh, let me show you. I got a bunch of gold and redstone in here, and I'm making gold and iron chipsets. I already had a bunch, but we need a ton of them because for the logistics pipe system, that's what we're going to use. I'm going to need a gazillion, that's a real number, of these logistics chassis MK2, okay? And they are made, I can either use 5 iron and the basic logistics pipe, or 2 iron and 1 of these. I have a lot of redstone, so this is going to save me 2 iron per, right? But then I also need the basic logistics pipe, so I'm going to need golden chipsets here, and of course I'm going to need a bunch of diamonds, but I have, I think, close to 3 stacks of diamonds over at our mining facility there, right? So, but anyways, and before we go down, I wanted to put here a landmark, and let's just put that, we're going down in the corner right there. Let's just put it here. I just want to see where that comes out so we get a better idea. Let's turn this on. In case you didn't know, when you turn these on, they just go 64 blocks in all 6 cardinal... I don't know if you up and down is a cardinal direction or not. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let me show you guys what's happening downstairs, because I moved the oreberry farm. It used to be right here. I tore it all out. And then took the filler on the bottom here and made a big room. It's actually a 2x2 chunk. It's way too big. But maybe in the future we're going to put something in here, right? And I moved the ore berries, and also this is still a 19 by 19. Yes, still the 19 by 19 area I can plant all the way to this corner. And this time I use stone slabs and so on. And I still have the ender lilies going on here just the same way it was before. Everything the same. The only thing I added was this one better barrel here, which is overkill because I only have 59, I think, of these ender lily seeds. But they're gonna, there's gonna be more. And you guys also see they're now all golden. I finally upgraded them. And they all, how much can they hold? 384 stacks of the golden ones. These up here, excuse me. Only 64 stacks. I don't know why I upgraded these, actually. I don't know. Maybe I put a void upgrade on it. I can't see it right now. But anyways, it's all still the same down here. I just moved it, okay? Because I did not want to have the storage system needs to be as close as possible to us, right? So when I request something, it happens fast. It's not like AE that's instant. The items actually need to travel. And I started laying out, this is not bad here. Okay, so I can, because I'm going to have to, run the pipe up there somehow. And so further this way would be towards our chests. Okay, so I might be coming down like right here. Okay, so let's test this. Let's put it right here for a quick second. Let's put another one going the other way. Alright, so when we go back up there, we can see that one. So, and these things, by the way, is from the sludge boiler. So these are all items we're getting, and they look the same with my texture pack, but there's actually a bunch of coarse dirt. Not just regular dirt. There's actually more coarse dirt than regular dirt. That is why over here I have 2 times dirt. This one is regular and this one is coarse. They look exactly the same to me in this texture pack. But anyway, so I went through and looked for all the blocks. I went over to our mining operation, and it looks like we actually didn't get any granite or diorite. We only had andesite, cobblestone, gravel, dirt, and yes, these 3 right here. The marble from, I think this one is from, what are you from? Chisel. And this marble, oh, they're both limestone, sorry. This one here is from Magnetic Craft, yes. And this one here is from Chisel. These 3 are the other blocks that we're getting. And sometimes we're also getting obsidian if we get lucky, right? And then the rest here is either from the nether or from the sludge boiler. Okay, let me take a breath here for a second. And this should be enough room down here for our storage system, okay? So this first row here, I want to keep for blocks, okay? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna add like wood to this and so on as well. And I can extend a couple more to all the way to here. I'm not gonna spend much time down here because, I'm gonna request everything from up there. And then behind it, of course, just as for demonstration purposes, these are actually the wrong pipes, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Wait, they're in this bag here, right? No, this bag. Yes. We're gonna have a bunch of logistics pipes, right? All the way down. So that is why I gotta have 1 extra gap back here so I can reach these. And these are gonna be all these logistics chassis MK2 with a provider and an item sync card. Okay? And I don't know if I'm gonna need all of these rows, but I would like to set it up and be ready. I don't... Like, if I know I'm not gonna use these 3, 6, 9, 12 barrels over here, I'm not gonna put any chassis on there for now, okay? But I'm gonna need a lot over here. So for example, these are gonna be all blocks. And then I figured over here, we're probably gonna have mostly, I wanna make this somewhat symmetrical, right? Let's go up top. These are gonna be ingots and gems, okay? So for example, our ingots from the bottom, the gold, iron, tin, aluminum, and copper, yes. As well as the essence ore berries. And man, I made so many of these barrels and I'm already out again. As well as the ender pearls, all these are gonna come up here. So that means later on, instead of, okay, let me show you. I think that's gonna be better. Man, this is a long... I have a lot of space. I can have another basement there. I left it on purpose. So pretty much these first 2 and these bottom 5 are gonna move up as well. The rest stays down here. So instead of here going into these barrels, it's just gonna get pumped straight up. And the sludge boiler, let me just put it here for now so I don't forget about it. This fella right here, we're gonna pump the sludge somewhere over here. It's probably gonna go right here in the corner, okay? Oh, well. What are you doing? You don't have any work? It did something, but the block is stuck in there. Okay, and then also these blocks are gonna be as well being pumped up, right? Right there. So this is where everything needs to go, and then go up into the ceiling, into the storage system. Okay, so, and then for these barrels, again, first row is block, the second block is gonna be ingots and gems. And then I figured the third row here is gonna be like mob drops, wool, string, whatever else. And then this last row here is probably gonna be like natural items, saplings, seeds, and whatever else we're gonna have in bulk, right? And then for everything that does not have a barrel, I want to use these storage crates from actually edition. Sorry, lost my train of thought here. And okay, so the pipe is gonna be here. But you know, I want to think of the shortest way needed. So I have 16 of these. Let's put them actually like this. Okay, so there is 8 and 8. Yeah, and then we'll just put the other 8 on top. Like that. Okay, if I stop misclicking. And then the pipes are gonna be on this side on these. Okay? Again, shorter way. And then if I need more of these, I can put 2 more rows on top of these. And I decided to go for these because they're very large and cheap. Okay, I think the diamond chest is smaller than a storage crate. Okay, they're very large, and this is gonna hold all the gobbledygook that we're not gonna put into drums. Yeah, I don't know, you know, bows and armor and whatever else, and they're gonna fill all these up. So that's my plan for here. Okay, I think I'm going crazy, but I want to show you guys something. I did not have any birch logs to put down into the barrels. I only had 2 saplings. And when I use the watering can, I get regular birch trees, right? And now check out what happens when I use this compost. Check it out. I don't know what's happening. Apparently, vanilla trees, when you use this compost, it makes a small version out of it. And I want to try this real quick with you guys. And I installed elevators. Yeah, I'm not happy about the brown yet, but I was just getting tired of running around the entire building, climbing down the ladder while I'm setting all this up here. You guys see, I'm getting there. It's slowly but surely getting there. And of course, I forgot. I don't know how I want to do this. Apples are gonna go right there. So I think, let's put those there and these there. So apples go here, and then down here, probably like cocoa beans right there because they come from the jungle or something like that. But I wanted to have all the things that you get from the trees in one area. Let's go back up and get ourselves real quick. I want to see what happens when we use a few different ones. I want to use a jungle, and I want to use this guy right here. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, and spruce. I'm pretty sure that we don't get anything from the dark oak. But let's just test this out real quick. Let's put the jungle right there. Yeah, look at that. I really like them. They're perfect for decoration. And I had no idea that Garden Trees does that. Look at this. This is really nice next to the walkways and stuff. I am liking this a lot. Let's see. Last one. Looks like that. Very cool. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this because I thought I lost my mind at first. I'm like, what do you mean I'm getting these? Yeah, chop one down. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this. Now, back to figuring out how I want to put everything away. I added 10 more of these lasers because I had to make so many chipsets, guys. 176 item sinks, 176 provider, and that is not counting 176 chassis MK2. This was crazy. This was a lot of... It wasn't too bad, the materials. I did have to get a bunch of blue dye because I don't... Well, I guess I would probably have enough lapis over at the mining operation, so, but I didn't want to waste lapis. And I had to go back and get me like close to 20 stacks of redstone to finish all of this. But it's okay. Well, little lag spike. As you guys can see, I did decide to put them all there. So they're ready. So I don't, because, you know, if you craft 50 or you craft 176, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have the materials. And let me just show you guys real quick here. So this is the wood wall, and then also some of the other things. Everything that I just possibly automate in the future. These things right here, this decaying wheat is from the sludge boiler. Flax seeds I'm getting a lot, and, you know, it makes sense. And still lots of room here. Then over here I put the sixth Thumbcraft shards. And then here the most common mob drops. And you guys see I already brought this barrel up and this one. So they're ready to go here. Here's the 5 ingots barrels from downstairs. With lots of iron missing. I need a lot. And then this is lead, ferrous, and this is, what is it, silver. And the look is different because I think this is the magnetic craft. Nuclear craft, yes. Because I put that in the front of the unifier. And then these are all the different gems and stuff. By the way, and I'll show you guys. Let me show you real quick because that's something it must have happened when I switched it the other day and added nuclear. Like, check it out. There's 14 amber from Biomes of Plenty. When I put them in my inventory, it turns it into Thumbcraft. The same with this sulfur here. Turns it into the thermal foundation sulfur. Then this salt here, I think, yep, turns into the magnetic craft salt. Which is a good thing. I am just a little bit worried. Actually, that's something... I can test it. That's my problem. If I take this and put it in my inventory, then it turns it. You know, I want to know if the pipes are going to be smart enough. You know how the barrels unify everything anyway with the same ore dictionary entry. So I'm a little bit worried that it might not do that, but it will tell us in just a few minutes when we're done setting this up here, a few minutes for you guys. And then the blocks, I just added glowstone here. I have glowstone twice. Once here in block form and once over here in dust form. So, and now comes the really boring part, guys. And that is setting up all these item sync modules. That's going to be really boring. And the way you do it is you just... There's nothing you need to do, okay? They have settings, but nothing here we can do. We just have to right-click each one of them once, and it puts it in there. Or if you don't want to do it that way, we can also use the wrench. If you right-click the wrenches, you could just drag the item sync modules here that way. And I was in this row. But if you just right-click, it will just put in one. Does it let me put 2? Yes, it does. Well, so you just got to be careful that you don't click it twice. Okay. We're down. Well, it's a little late for me, guys. Sorry. Hopefully I don't sound tired or something to you. I'm not really tired. It was just a very long, exhausting crafting session. But it's gonna be well worth it once this is all set up. So I'm just gonna show you this one row here real quick. And then the other rows and so on I'm gonna do off camera because, I mean, gonna go bananas. Okay, so that is that. And then we are going to use... The provider modules is nice because there's nothing you need to do. Okay, so what do the item sync modules do? That's the first ones we put in. Once we set them, it's telling the logistics pipe system, hey, if you have item X, whatever that is, I will accept it. I store those. And the provider module tells the logistics pipe system, hey, I have item X. If anybody needs it, you can request it from me. I will send it to you. Okay, and I should have 20 left. Yes, good. So now what we're going to do here is you got to right click this, and then on the provider modules, you don't need to do anything. You just, it provides whatever it reads in here, which currently this one is clay blocks, okay? But the item sync modules, you need to do something. You need to open it and click on import. So, and I need to do this on every single one of these barrels, okay? Now the item sync modules on the crates over there, I will not import anything, okay? What I'm gonna do there, and that is very important, so I'm gonna go down and do this for every single barrel here, besides the ones, I mean, I'm probably gonna come here to empty ones and then click on import, and we'll simply notice end portal. Okay, that's interesting. So that's an item that you cannot send, so aha. I did not know that. I always just left them blank, but that's actually really smart. Because you're just telling, you know, you're not making a guess. Like if I leave this empty, it might try to put something in here, but because it's locked, it might get confused, okay? But anyway, so, and the big difference here is with the item sync modules on these crates. Because these, I'm not gonna set to anything. Let me just finish all of them. Done. And let's do the providers as well. A lot of flashing going on. But none of this stuff will work until the very end when we hook it all together. So now what we're gonna do on these here is on the item sync modules, I'm gonna leave this empty because it's whatever you want to put in there, right? But I'm gonna say default route yes. Okay. So now the logistics pipe system has a certain priority. It will. Let me open it here real quick. There's 3 different priorities I know. For sure, there could be a few more that I'm not aware of. And that is the item sync module, mod-based item sync module. When you set this to a mod, for example, Thaumcraft, okay? I could set this one right here to Thaumcraft. Every Thaumcraft item that comes in here, it's going to try to put in here first. That has top priority. There is another Word Dictionary item sync module. I don't know where the priority is on this. It's probably as high as the mod-based, okay? But neither one of those we're going to use. Then the item sync module, the priority goes first, something that is assigned. So every one over here. So for example, this clay that we assigned in here. If I put any clay block into the system, it will always go here first because it is specifically described to the network, I am taking on clay blocks. But if there's none available, let's say bows or whatever, and there's no item sync module set up for that, it will take the first available default route that doesn't have anything applied to it. So all these 16 right here are pretty much overflow boxes for the system. And that is how this works. So I'm going to have to go around now and set all of these up the way I just showed you guys, and then we'll go ahead and hook it all together. All right, I'm running unrouted transport pipes right now up into the upstairs. And I think I'm just gonna put that. Let's put it to here. Yes. And then later on we can run this nicely and so on. I just want to empty all these chests and so on. I want to get everything into the system first. And then we can figure out how to make it look better and, you know, tuck it away nicely. So let's go ahead and bring this up 1 to here. Yes. And you guys remember last episode I was telling you about basic versus unrouted, right? The unrouted ones is a dumb pipe that simply passes items through. And it saves you a lot on the tick and so on. Look how many more basic logistics pipes I made. I made way too many of those. But I'm sure that eventually we're going to use it up. It's crazy. I made a logistics chassis MK1, which we're going to put right here for now. We're going to use that later on as well. Why are you connecting? It sees this as an inventory. This item frame right there. That's just crazy. Let's put that away. Alright, now it doesn't connect. And in this one, I made a... Ooh, where is it? It's in one of these bags here. Here we go. I made an extractor MK3 module, okay? And that's what I'm going to put into here. That's the fastest one. It takes a stack at a time. I really never mess with the MK1 or MK2s. The MK1 is okay to use downstairs later on when we pull the ingots out of those work tables, because you never get more than one at a time. You know, you never get that many nuggets at once to make that. So, but here, you know, this pipe later on we're going to use pretty much solely for our ender chest. I made 2 ender chests. I only really needed 1. I don't know why I made 2. So what later on it's going to be is we're going to have an ender chest somewhere here. And then if I'm out and about, I can use the ender pouch and send stuff back to the storage system, right? But that is down the line. I just got everything ready already. But what we're going to use it here for is we're going to take one chest after another, one barrel, everything, and put it next to here. And then it will suck it all out and put it into our storage system. But before we can do that, of course, we got to set up the rest of this down here. And you guys see I started a tunnel this way because we are going to power this with steam power. I still have to make the cart unloader and so on. I'm not exactly sure yet where I want to put it. We're going to need a logistics power junction just like we needed over at the factory. So let me think here for a second. The rail cart is going to come into here. And then let's say it goes, well, it stops, turns around right here. The cart unloader is going to be there. And then we're pumping the charcoal up to there. Okay, so we're going to put the power junction right there. And we're going to take these 2 steam dynamos, one on top and one on this side. And I'm hoping this is going to be enough. It should be enough. This thing holds 4 million RF. So it's going to take forever to fill. But we're going to use charcoal because I know you guys did not like me using lava upstairs. So I'm going to make sure not to use it again. But for now, what we're going to do here, so we can jumpstart all this. Where do I have it? There it is. I have a couple stacks of charcoal always on me. Okay. Oops, right there. Okay, so now this is filling with power, and that should be plenty, I hope, for now. So now from here, we're still going to have to use, I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be the basic. Let's get a few of those here as well. So let's get the basic and then the unrouted next to it. Let's go like this so I don't mix them up. So there should be a basic. And then here is going to be needing, actually, let's do it like this. Let's go. Whoa. Right there. Okay, and then the bridge over, we can use unrouted. And it should not connect there. Okay, good. So now, this already has power. You guys see that? And then here, I could just go straight through like this. Yeah, how often do I need to come through here? I can just walk around, right? Why not? All right, again, make sure you use a basic because this needs to be smart coming through here. But now going upwards, we can use an unrouted all the way to the ceiling to here. And then we're going to put a basic right there and an unrouted right here. Okay, and that's just for here. We're not going to connect these other 3 on this side because we're going to connect those on this side. So I'm going to put a basic right there, basic right here, here, and here. And then we can put unrouted between those. Oh, but this one right here needs to be a basic as well. Again, intersection, unrouted, and done. And now our entire system is already connected. Okay, which is awesome. Makes me happy. So now before I even need to set up anything else, so we're not going to have any access to the system just yet. Like I said, we're going to simply unload everything into the system. That's the first thing I want to do. And you know what? I'm going to take this guy with me. Where's my dolly? Right there. Take this guy upstairs. And we should be able to see if it works right away. You guys see the items coming out. It is quite a fast system. It emptied the entire chest. This was full. Okay, so this system is not slow at all. And it's all gone. And if I check right here, none of these should have anything in them. Because everything from the the sludge boiler has assigned items. So we should see a bunch of dirt. There's the mycelium and the podzol. There's the red sand. We got heat sand. There should be a bunch of dirt over here. What else was in there? Yep, these two as well. So it works. It is all connected. So now I can go upstairs. And then slowly but surely we can start right here, for example. I just have to make sure that items that I know I have more than fit in a barrel, because I'm going to have to start thinking about upgrading the barrels as well, okay? Because once they're full, they're full. And then the rest of the items will go into the Actual Edition crates. Okay, and look how fast it empties that. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be busy here. I'm going to empty all these chests and everything, and then we are gonna dress up the stuff here and get the cart to come over.